Hey guys, it's me, Gabriel of the Wolf Pack and your young healer with your morning boost, and it's about to be to be born again. I think it's a concept that obviously a lot of Christians are pretty familiar with, but what does it mean when someone's born again, as it were? Jesus talks about this. He says, unless someone is born of the water and the Spirit, he cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven, or something to that effect. And I think a lot of people associate that water dynamic and the Spirit to mean you got to be baptized. Okay, so he did that. But did let's let's dive a little bit deeper. Because here's the thing. I feel like if we just get so fixated on the dynamic of you have to be dunked in the water and then you have to do this and it's a ritual and a ceremony. Well, if it's such a ceremony, then what's the right way of doing it? Because some religions believe you just need to get a little water sprinkled on you. Some believe you kind of have to get somewhat submerged. Others believe you have to get fully submerged. Shoot, even the Mormons believe that unless it was done by a righteous Mormon, it all doesn't matter. So, and it never really explains in the Bible. So, you know, and Jesus himself never baptized people. He said it's stated in the Bible itself. So, and even one could look at the fact that because Jesus got baptized, as with a lot of things, he was the finisher. So he got baptized and he was the one to finish it. Just like he was this, a lot of Christians like to make the claim that, he was the final sacrifice. So that's why we don't do sacrifices anymore, because he was the final one, as it were. And so, right there. Now, diving even deeper, and did you know that actually one of the definitions of to baptize is to give a name to somebody? So, looking at it in that perspective, when you think of it, too long has our name been of fear, a hate, condemnation. Because really, when you think about it, when it comes down to it, to be born again is to let the past go. That's what a lot of Christians, when they are baptized, that's the essence of it, is that your sins have been washed away, your past is no more. But I think it's just, I think to their benefit, to their credit, I think it's a focal point. It helps you focus that thought of what that's about. Because really we should be baptized daily, in the sense that we let ourselves be born again daily. Let the past go daily. Even just a minute, you can be born again. Even it takes but a minute, but a moment to determine to be not as you were, and to hold the past against no person, to see them just as they are in the now, with no judgment, no condemnation. Because in all honesty, much of our past has been born out of anger and fear and hate and condemnation and judgment. And if you carry those not with you into your present, into the future, then you are free of them. And that is true healing. So much of our sickness is bound by the burden of guilt, which is fostered by condemnation, sickness, but condemnation, judgment, anger, hate, attack, these are the things that bind the man and keep him sick. Because when you let those things go, it's amazing how healing comes about. It heals your thought, allows you to be aligned with God. So let us no longer hold these names of fear and death, but allow the true name as the holy sons of God, the saviors of the world, to be able to be restored unto our awareness and to rise up into that thought, into that glorious day where you don't have to have fear anymore, pain or suffering, that all the days may be of peace and holiness and love, and to see a forgiven world that is stable and worthy of caring for the Holy Son of God for a time until he's ready to continue on his journey. I feel like with that, we can all be born again daily, and we really should, because all that stuff we hold against people in the past, when you think about it, what you're doing is, when you held a relationship like that, what you're doing is you're looking at the person in the now based off of stuff from the past. So you're not really regarding that person in now. You're regarding someone in the past. You're not even having a real relationship with them then, because every time that person does something, you just go back to that. You're like a gerbil on a wheel. Doesn't get you anywhere, man. You got to think about that. That's an unreal relationship. That's crazy. And yet so many of us do it. Whenever you condemn and hate and judge the present, you've not allowed yourself to be free of the past. And it's so easy. Just let it go and be born again. It's pretty cool. When you look at it like that, when you break away a lot from all that ceremony and ritual and things like that, the dogmaticness of it all, you're able to see the pureness of it. So let us indeed be baptized, but be baptized in a higher meaning to it all. The water, yes, but what does the water do? The water of our thought, just as, Jesus walked upon the waters, as we dive into the infinite waters of God's love, we're able to be risen up even higher and be able to walk upon the waters. So that's the thing of it all. It washes away in our mind, in our heart, all the things that had never been. And what's important then, as we do be born again, is that we hold the past against no man either, regarding it not, he did that or he did this, and laying on those past mistakes, but just committing to be able to see them simply as they are. And regard the present with love. Let it not be stained by past mistakes. Let no spot mar the sinlessness of your brother or yourself, because God doesn't. So don't hold any limitations against him or your brother, and you will see none. But then that also comes in through desire, and what do you desire to see? What do you want? But that's what I got for you. Went a little bit over, but it's an important topic to help clarify and help give some good spiritual insight. But I hope this has helped. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. But for now, I wish you well and Godspeed. Peace, friends.